All these dumps on me go, 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 just like Diego. God. All these shooters with me just go.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Purdy. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Taking a shot for Samuel. That is incomplete. Deebo Samuel is the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find Gray here. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They go play action here. Purdy. He's got the connection to Moore. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, look at the juke. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Second and goal from inside the 5. McCaffrey. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over the way into security for incomplete here. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. You think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Moore, the man in motion. A handoff left, McCaffrey. Down to the 41. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? Are you going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up. So hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd and 10. Good move at the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play this call, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Now Prescott. Get there and bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Take it at the 37. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Well, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Birdie with it on 3rd and long. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's it's 4th down. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
From the left hash, this from 37. And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Prescott.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Credit the tackle to Samuel Womack.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
They'll run with Robinson.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Goal back to the 8-yard line now. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Brown goes in motion left.
Now they send a man in motion right.
Kill. Go to 54.
They'll try to run with Robinson.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they bump the lead up to 4 now. 10-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30, up to the 33.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Try to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Purdy looking to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Prescott now from the 50. This is intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Purdy now on 2nd down.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
49ers 9.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third and
Prescott from the gun on third. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Purdy now to throw.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Let's go now.
Purdy bootlegging it.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Elijah Moore. Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now 2nd and 5.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 32.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? This is McCaffrey on the give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Elijah Moore from 6 yards away.
And the Niners have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And they go with McCaffrey.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now Prescott. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7. This is McCaffrey. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Well, the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put them a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Robinson up the middle. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
The Falcons on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Prescott off play action. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Prescott now. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Touchdown! His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for two.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for two. They're going to try and run for it. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all three timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as early as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Purdy.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Back to throw, Purdy. And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
A big play here. 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
And At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's 1st down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have taken a 4th quarter lead. If there was a time to break off a nice run like that, it was right here to grab the lead in the 4th.
And there's just so much stress on a defense in that situation because you're looking at the clock. What are we guarding against? What's the first thing, right? The strike to the end zone, throwing the ball. Instead, they come back and hit him with a run. Block it well, and how about the physical run he made? Terrific job finding his way to the end zone to give him the lead.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Purdy to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Prescott to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
This is caught, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, Howard should just about put a camper on this game. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Extra point by Koo, up and go. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. This is 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach right on his plate.
Now Robinson